Okay, hey everybody, today is Tuesday, October 22nd. Our homework is on 2.14, page 77 and 78, all odd numbers. We did number 1 together, and let's do number 3. We have 268 divided by 31. I'll be doing it both ways, just in case. So I told you were going to be needing to solve on a separate sheet of paper. So again, my problem is... it's 682 divided by 31. And now let me solve. I'm going to do it the standard algorithm. 31. And I have 6, 8, 2. And my multiplication. I know that 31 cannot go into 6 because it's less than. So it's 0. 0 times 31 equals 0. Subtract that out. Bring down my 6. And it's 6. Now I'm going to bring down my 8. How many groups of 31 can go into 68? Okay, so I hear people saying it's 2 times, so let's check that out. 31 times 2. Okay, so now I have 31 times 2 equals 2. 2 times 3 is 6. So that's going to be as close as I can get without going over. So that's 62. And I have 4. So 8 minus 2 is not 4, it's 6. And I'm going to bring down my next 2. And look at that. I've already solved that one there. So 2 times 31 equals 62 with 0 left over. Alright, okay, so my answer is 22. Alright, next one. Let's move over to number 5. Number 5 on this one right here. So this is 22 is my answer. I'm on 5, 284 divided by 32. I have 284 divided by, what did I say? 32. The 2 got stuck in my brain. And I have 32 divided by 284. 32 goes into 2 0 times. 0 times 32 equals 0. Subtract that out. It's 2. Bringing down my 8. Okay, 32. Oh, so sorry about that. Let me move this up. Okay, so this is where I'm at. Now I have the 28. Okay, 32 cannot go into 28. It is less than, this is too big, so I have 0. And then 0 times 32 equals 0. Bring down my 2 and my 8, and now I have my 4. So now I'm going to multiply it out. Again, like last night, I was saying that I start off with 5 just to see where I'm at. 5 times 2 equals 10. Regroup mine. 5 times 3 equals 15, plus 1 is 16. Well, I can keep going. So let me start off with 32. Let me jump up to 9. 9 times 2 equals 18. 9 times 3 is 27, plus 1 is 28. Oops, that's going to be way too big. It's by 4. So I have, we do 32 times 8. 8 times 8 is 64. 8 times 3 is 24 plus 6. What is 24 plus 6? 24. Is that right? What did I do wrong? And I went down 1. So 8 times 8 is 64. That's 24. 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. That can't be right. That's not right at all. Can't be right at all. What am I doing wrong? Oh, guys, you see what I just did? That's what I'm doing wrong. My mind went off on a tangent. So this is, it's 32 times 9. 32, let me scratch that out. 32 times 8. That's why it's like, that can't make any sense, because it would have to be smaller than my 288. 8 times 2 equals 16. 8 times 3 is 24, plus 1 is 25. And there we go. So this is going to be 8, 256. Going to subtract that out. This becomes a 7. 14 minus 6 equals 8. 7 minus 5 equals 2. My 28 is less than my 32, so then my answer is going to be 8 groups with a remainder of 28. Okay, so I'm going to write that over here for number 5. 8 groups with a remainder of 28. All right, let's look at number 7. Number 7 is 643 divided by 35. I'm going to go ahead and do this one. I only have 3 digits, so I need 3 columns. And I have my 6, my 4, and my 3. My multiplication sign. So 35 cannot go into 6. It needs to be equal to or greater. So 0 times 35 equals 0. Subtract that out. Bring my 6 up here. I have 64. So 35. Let's do times 2. That's 10. 3 times 2 is 60. Plus 1 is 70. Well, that's going to be too big, so it'll only be 1 time. 1 times 35 equals 35. Subtract that out. I'm going to regroup. This becomes a 5, and then a 4. 14 minus 5 is what? 9. And then 2. 5 minus 3 equals 2. So that's 29. 29 is still less than 35. I'm going to regroup and put 2, 9. So it's 293. Now, how many groups of 35 can go into 293 without going over? Well, let's look at this. If this was 2, if I double that, that would be 140. So I can still keep going. So let's do 8. 8 times 5 equals 40. 8 times 3 is 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. Okay, very good. So it's 280. So we're looking at 8 here. 280. I'm going to subtract that out. That is 3 and 1. And 13 is my remainder. So my answer is equal to 18 with a remainder of 13. And that is for number 7. So I have 18 with a remainder of 13. All right, we have 2 more to go. Number 9. Number 9 is 781. That's right here, divided by 26. So I have number 9, 781 divided by 26. I have a 7, 8, and 1. My multiplication sign. 26 cannot go into 7. Multiply that by 0 times 26 is 0. Subtract it out. And that's 7. Bring my 7 up. Makes it 78. How many groups of 26 can get close to 78 without going over? Well, let's look at it. Let's do 3. 3 times 6 is 18. 3 times 2 is 6 plus 1 is 7. Well, look at that. That's 78. So I have 3, and I already did my math. 78. Subtract it by 0. Bring my 0 up. 26 cannot go into 1 0 times. That's 0. Subtract out, and I have 1 remaining. So my answer is 30 with a remainder of 1. Okay. And then I'm going to write my answer right over here. And again, if you feel that it's going too fast, slow it down or pause me and then play it again. So you can go step by step. And the last problem that we have is 754 divided by 23. 754 divided by, 23. So now I have 23. And I have a 7, 5, 4. Okay. My multiplication sign, 23, cannot go into 7. It's too small. So it's 0 times 23 is 0. Subtract that out, and I come up with 7. Bring my 7 up. How many groups of 23 can it get close to 75 without going over? Well, let's try 4. 4 times 3 equals 12. Regroup my 1. 4 times 2 is 8 plus 1 is 9. 92. A little too big. So, because I need to get 75. So 23 times 3 is 9 and 6. So it's 69. So it's 3 groups. So I'm going to subtract out 69. Regroup my 7. That makes it regroup my 15. So then I have 6. That's 6. And then that's 0. So my 6 is coming up here. 23 times what? We'll get to 64. Well, 23 times 3 is 69. That's a little too big. So what is 23 times 2? Oh, good job. I'm glad. You're all starting to do that mental math. So you have 46. Subtract that out. This gives me 5. So 14 minus 6 equals 8. 5 minus 4 is 1. 18 is less than 23. So my answer is 32 with a remainder of 18. Okay? And I'm going to write my answer over here. It's 32 with a remainder of 18. Okay. So now let's look at problem number 13. It says, what is the greatest possible whole number remainder if you had to divide any number by 41? So the greatest possible remainder is 40 because any whole number greater than 40 will be divided evenly again by 41. So the highest, greatest possible number remainder if you divide any number by 40 would be the greatest number. So if I divide any number by 41, well, it would be 40 because it goes one time with a remainder of 1. So the greatest number, the greatest whole number remainder if you divide any number by 41. So the greatest remainder is 40 because any whole number greater than 40 would be able to divide it evenly again. And so, because I can't have, oh, I'm so sorry, I did that wrong. This is 41. And remember, whatever this number is, the greatest number remainder, this is what it is. So sorry about that. I'm even reading it and I didn't understand I'm even saying it, didn't understand it. This would be my remainder. This is the greatest remainder because it's less than my divisor. If this was 41, then 41 can go into 41 again. It can go in another group. So whatever this is doesn't make any difference. This could be the largest remainder that you can get. Okay? So it's 40. All right, let's look at number 15. We're doing all odd numbers. Mr. Lee's science class needs 250 large clips for a project. He needs 250 large clips. The clips come in boxes of 24. How many boxes of clips will the class need for the project? Okay, so now I need to divide. This is my total, which is my, very good, dividend, divided by the number of boxes that he has. They come in boxes of 24. This is how many that's in each box.